My marketing agency deleted all my accounts. This is something that a prospect told me a few days ago, and it broke my heart because this is one of the biggest fears for any service business who's working with marketing agencies. And unfortunately, it's not the first time I heard it. And so in this quick video, what I'm gonna go over are the 4 things, the 4 ways for you to mitigate such risk and how to handle such thing when you're sharing your credentials and interacting with marketing agencies moving forward. So first of all, if you don't know me, my name is Lior Wagnin. I run one of the largest coaching programs for service business owners on mastering lead generation themselves without ever needing to depend on marketing agencies. We've trained hundreds of business in the last few years and helped them generate tens of millions of dollars. And over the course of this, 3.5 years that the program has been running, I've probably had over 1,000 calls with different service business owners, founder, entrepreneurs, and so on. And I hear all these crazy stories. And this past Thursday, I was hopping on a call with a very successful entrepreneur. He runs multiple home service businesses in the West Coast, anywhere from doors and glass and garage. And he runs a multi 7-figure business. And the last marketing agency that he interacted with, they had some sort of a fallout, and in retribution or in revenge act, or I don't know how to even phrase it, but they did the most heinous act ever, which is to delete all of his accounts. And so first of all, I'm sure that you're all, I know this from people in my program, and people are, I'm talking to, when you're thinking about even hiring someone on Fiverr or whoever it is, how do I give them credentials without risking everything? So in this quick video, what I want to go over are the 4 things that you want to make sure. Okay? How to protect your online assets. Okay? So the first and maybe the most important thing is knowing whether you're actually the owner of the accounts or not. Because a lot of times when I'm talking to these business owners, they say, oh yeah, I'm the owner of the Google Ads account. And then I'll say, okay, go ahead, share your screen, let's go over and see what this marketing agency has done. And then he shares the screen, goes into Google Ads, there's nothing. And so, oh, maybe it wasn't on my account. I gave them the credit card, but they ran it on their account. Same goes for Facebook ads and so on. And so first thing that you want to do is check ownership. Okay? Now, it used to be a very manual and sometimes technical work for a lot of non-technical service business owners who I deal with. And so what I've done is I created this online tool that's called Do You Own It? And so basically all you need to do is you go here, you're entering your name, and then you're connecting it into the Google Ads account that is responsible for whatever assets you think. And it checks all the different accounts, the most important ones on Google, whether we're the owner or not. So here what we can see is that we own 3 assets. We don't have one, and we have an issue with one. So we own, with this account, we own the Google Ads, and you can see the axis is owner. Same goes for the Google Search Console, we're the owner, and Google Analytics. We don't have a Google Local Service Ads account on this email, so no access. And here we have issue with the Google Business Profile. So here we can do some manual search, so we can search for the business, and then it gives you a very good understanding of, first of all, where you're at. Do you own the assets, the most important ones, your Google Business Profile, your Google Ads account, your local service ads? Do you own them, or is it owned by someone else? So this is step number one, is check ownership. Next up, let's go here. Next up is set right credentials, okay? So setting the right credentials, and what I mean by setting the right credentials. So for example, as you can see, there's owner, which we are the only one who should be the owner of these accounts. But underneath it, there's different type of access. And so if a marketing agency want to get all access, they could without being an owner. And in most cases, such as in the Google Business Profile, you can set them up as manager. They will still be able to post on your behalf. Same with Google Ads, you can post it as a manager, and then they'll be able to create that, to do all the different things that you're able to do, but they don't have ownership of the account. They can't delete the entire account because they're not the owner. So this is something that is the very next step. After checking whether you're the owner or not, after verifying that you're actually the owner, next you want to make sure that you are the only owner, and everyone else who has access either has a manager access if they need it, again, if we're talking about marketing agency, or some lower tier access, and that really depends on the platform itself. So that's number two, okay? Number three is get a copy of all the creatives, okay? Now, this is true whether we're talking about the marketing agency. This is true whether it's the videographer that we're working with, the social media manager, whoever it is. It's not enough that you're posting it on your Facebook profile, on your Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you either have them send it directly to you, the files on email, or have some sort of a shared Google Drive folder that you can manually then download all these files to your computer. That way, if God forbid something happens, you can easily restore all the different ads and materials and creatives and so on. So that's super, super crucial. Now, with creatives, there's different ways to restore some of it. So we have something called, for example, Meta Ads Library, and we have Google Ads Transparency. They call it the Ads Transparency Center. Probably butchered the spelling here. Here you can basically see what type of ads are running on the account, and sometimes you can, especially on Facebook ads, you can download a copy. It won't be at the high quality as the original file, but it would give you a sense of what the creative was looked like. And then maybe you can contact different video editor or Photoshop expert or whoever it is to restore it based on the raw material that you have. So the most important thing is to get the raw material and to get all the creatives, the final products, to your computer as an email or into a Google Drive. And second best option, if God forbid something happened, you can go into these two platforms and try to restore whatever left in basically in the database of these platforms. So that's number three. And number four is backup everything. So this guy, what he told me is that they didn't only delete it as Google Business Profile, his Google Ads, his Facebook ads, all of that. They also deleted his Go High Level, which is a CRM to manage his business. And so what you want to make sure is that you're backing up everything. Now with Go High Level, it's very, very simple, and a lot of other CRMs as well. So there's an option for you to create a screenshot, okay? So here, let's see, go high level. Screenshot. Okay, so you can basically take a copy of everything, all the automations, all the email templates, everything that you have in stored, all the contact and leads that you have in your system, and create a copy. And on the, like once you create a copy, even if God forbid something happens, you can always restore to that copy. So that's with Go High Level. Second thing is with your website. Okay, now if you guys have been following me for a little while, you know that my #1 website management platform in the world is WordPress. Why WordPress? Because you're the owner of it. It's open source. You own everything. You can integrate and do whatever you want. It's your website. And so with WordPress website, there's a plugin called All-in-One WP Migration. And this plugin basically allows you to download the actual copy of the entire website, download it locally to your computer. So again, even if God forbid somebody deletes your entire website, you get hacked, the hosting service doesn't work anymore, you forgot to renew your domain, whatever happens, you can always restore your website when you have a physical copy of your website using the all-in-one WP migration. So these are just two examples. Again, you can think of backing up almost everything, even within the platforms. You can replicate different campaigns to different accounts. You can do a lot of things, but I want you to be a little bit, I don't want to say schizophrenic, but you have to think as a business owner as if every second somebody is trying to steal your kingdom. And so how do you protect your kingdom? You put guardrails, you're making sure that you don't give somebody too much power. You want to make sure that you have backups and you have securities in place, and you want to constantly check it and ask yourself, okay, what happens if, God forbid, this person now disappears? Am I solely rely on them? And that what happens also a lot of times with these people who hop on a call with me is I used to trust everything with a marketing agency. I paid them, this guy paid over $500,000 a year in ad spend plus management fees, and now he's stuck. And so you can have this as a business owner. And that's why I started Local Service Mastery, which is basically teaching you as a business owner how you can become the best marketer for your business. Because whether you're going to do it yourself or you're going to hire somebody else, whether it's a virtual assistant, somebody at the office, whatever it is, you can't have somebody control the destiny of your business that is not you. Because nobody cares about your business the way you do. And hopefully by now you realize it and you understand that, okay, if this is the case, these marketing agency, all they care about is their monthly fee. I can't blindly trust them. What do? I want to make sure that the same way that I won't be hiring technicians underneath me without me knowing how to, become the best plumber or roofer or remodeler, or I'm not going to hire sales reps without me first doing sales. Same goes for marketing. Same goes for lead generation, which is the foundation of every business. If you're the best service person in the world and you don't know how to make your phone ring, you don't have a business. And so you must master lead generation themselves. And this is why we started Local Service Mastery. If you want to learn more about it, there's going to be a link down in the description below. And for the rest of you, I'm curious, what type of crazy stories do you have that happened to you with different service providers, marketing agencies, freelancers that, similar to this? Hopefully you don't have, but if you do, please share them below. And second, how would you mitigate it? How do you basically apply all those guardrails around your business so that nobody can take you down. I'm really interested in knowing, maybe you can enlighten me and help some other people who are watching this video learn your tricks and your tips. But this is pretty much for this video. I'm sorry for that guy. Is gonna, unfortunately, is gonna have to restore everything, and we're gonna help him do everything. It's gonna be a longer process. Usually for people who already have everything set up within a process, in less than 30 days, they're mastering everything with him. It's something that's gonna take months just because of the setup phase, but it is what it is. It's a lesson. And if you like this type of video and you wanna see more videos just like this, sharing insights, tips on how to become the best marketer, service person for your business, make sure to hit the like and subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna see you here in the next one. My name is Lior Vaknin, and I'll see you here next. Peace!